Hello and welcome back to the garage, guys. Today we are repairing the Rhino Rack 270-degree Batwing awning. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need to repair is hinges, which you can get from rhinorack.com. That's where I got these, or you can use the ones that it came with. I just threw them somewhere, so I lost them, unfortunately, so had to wait 2 weeks to order them. Don't do it from Rhino Rack if you are trying to get it done immediately, because it takes seriously 2 or 3 weeks to get these things. First thing you want to do is go ahead and unzip your awning, like so. Mine's kind of tricky to do with the camera in my hand. There we go. And fold that cover up. And the spot we're going to be working on is back here, right on these hinges. As you can see here, I have one severed pole, two severed poles. The only thing you're going to need is an Allen wrench key to take this part off up here, and a wrench to hold this bottom portion, then a Phillips screwdriver to take off these screw mounts. It's a really simple fix, and it's make sure you have these all fastened and secured in order to hold the awning in place. You don't want it sliding around when you're doing this. Let's go ahead and get these taken off now. Go ahead and get those screws out of here and pull this. Now what I'm doing is I put an Allen key in here, pry these guys out a little bit. It should just come right out, but they're kind of stuck. I had the wind take this awning, and it just snapped back over my truck because we didn't have it tethered properly, thinking there wouldn't be any wind. Worst mistake ever. So you got to get these broken pieces of plastic out, which is a super pain in the butt to do. All right, went ahead and took all of these inserts out. They're kind of a pain to get out because they oftentimes get bent and stuck after you are foolish enough, like myself, to not tether it. So you want to make sure that these are all straight with the poles here. Let me show you what I mean. So there's a little line in there. I don't know if you can see it, like a divider. You want to make sure that's straight up and down. Sometimes when the poles dislodge and you put them away, they tend to get sideways. And then we'll go ahead and take off this bolt that holds this hinges on. This is a 13mm socket that I'm using on here just to get this thing unscrewed. And then there you go, just like that. Super easy. Should just come right off. There we go. Pulls right out like that. Super simple. And there's this thing here that also comes out. Pull that guy out. This one the top one holds the bottom one of these that's on there right in here holds the bottom two hinges. The top one right up here holds the top two hinges on, which is super nice because you don't have to pull them all apart. So you just take these guys out like that. Get your replacement part. Slide it in first. Line the holes up just like that. This guy goes back on there. Same with the top one. I can get it out. There we go. Make sure it's on, lined up, perfect. And you can twist the pole a little bit once you have that on there. It makes it a little easier. Wiggle this guy back through. There we go. 1 and 2. This guy goes back on just the same way. Get them off straight through, super easy with those. Washer first. Get this guy hand tight on there before, strip it out. And then this is not super tight, but tight enough where it's not gonna come loose. Did come with a locker nut on it, so it's a little better than having something that'll come loose just like that with your 10mm. A little tighter maybe. Hand tighten and make sure these are still loose. You can wiggle. Get your new screws. Always go with the new, out with the old. Those just go right back here and here. So I'm replacing 2 of these. And there you have it, guys. That is how you fix the hinges on any Batwing awning or Rhino Rack, you know, anything that uses these hinges. This is how you do it. Super simple fix. Only tools you're gonna need for this are a, what was it, 13 millimeter socket or wrench and a screwdriver. Super easy. If you guys haven't checked out any other videos yet, feel free to do that. We got some, you know, fun cars we drive, a lot of how-to videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing that. We'll see you next time back at the garage, guys.